Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the Strider channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Serbu shotgun. This is such a interesting gun. I've been using it for a while now and I really like it. It's one of my favorite secondaries in the game. Let's get into it. This gun has 8 pellets and each pellet does 29 damage up to about 50 studs, at which point it will start dropping off, and at 90 studs it does 16 damage per pellet. So essentially you need to hit 4 pellets to kill someone in CQC and 6 pellets to kill someone in LRC. That means that you basically cannot kill people in LRC, but this gun really isn't designed for LRC. It's really only supposed to be a pocket, very close range shotgun, and it does that incredibly well. It has a capacity of 2 pellets, but can load a 3rd pellet or can have an extended tube, which makes it have a 5 pellet and 6 pellet capacity, because you can load a +1 in this gun and have 6 pellets, and I do recommend the extended tube because the extended tube makes this thing so much more useful. Even without the extended tube, this thing can really easily kill people. One shots actually happen pretty often since you only have to hit 4 pellets up to about 50 studs or so, and it's pretty easy to kill people. It has pretty average muzzle velocity, penetration depth, and suppression for its class. It doesn't have a very good headshot multiplier, and its overall time to kill seems incredibly long, but that's just because, I don't know, because they wanted it to be. It has a fire rate of 100 though, which means you can really spray people. It does pump quite quickly, and it kind of feels like a KSG-12 with less bullets, and it's a secondary. This gun can pretty reliably one-shot up to about 20 studs probably, and you can kill people past that, but you're probably going to need to hit multiple because the aim choke is just kind of horrendous, but I can kind of see why it wouldn't be that good, because it's basically just a mini shotgun without much of a barrel, and if it did have a crazy aim choke, it would be a little bit broken, to be honest. And it's a secondary, so honestly, it doesn't need to be crazy. The KSG-12 is probably better shotgun overall, but obviously the KSG-12 is a primary. This is a secondary. Of course it's going to be worse, because a secondary can't be amazing, except if it's like SFG-50, because then it's basically just a better BFG-50 for some reason. But you know what, that's besides the point. This gun good, okay? This gun can easily kill people in CQC as long as you hit half the pellets, and that's not even that big of a deal because you can just shoot multiple times even if you don't hit all the pellets. What people are probably going to be asking is this gun better than the sawed-off shotgun? And honestly, yeah, especially with the extended tube. The sawed-off has 2 pellets in it no matter what happens. This gun has 3 if you load a +1 and 6 if you have a +1 and you have the extended tube. And obviously you can't use an ammo type with the extended tube, but it's worth it. You also lose some of your reserve ammo, but you shouldn't really be running this gun like a primary normally anyways. And when I was running this gun as my primary for the video, I was having no trouble finding bullets. Like, lots of people were just carrying a KSG-12 or R870 or something like that, and I was able to get bullets. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. You have 15 and that's 3 extra mags. It's not too bad. You have plenty of extra. You don't have 20 anymore, but honestly 20 isn't, it's a little bit. It's quite a bit. And this is only 5 less. It's not too big of a deal. Still, you might want to just find like a KSG-12 on the ground and pick up some bullets, or even just pick up the KSG-12. You may as well just have a different shotgun as a secondary. I just feel like this is probably the best secondary shotgun. Now let's get on to attachments. For optic, I do recommend like the Delta sight, but honestly the irons might work too. Just any scope pretty much. As long as it's not like a VCOG, it's just stupid to use like a VCOG on a shotgun. It doesn't make any sense. So just use like a close range optic, Delta, Z-point, Coyote, Reflex, whatever. For barrel, there's not really that many options. Honestly, no barrel works, but muzzle brake maybe, just anything like that. Not compensator, muzzle brake is probably the better one, and none works just as well as basically all of them. You might want to use muffler or like oil filter or something, because it just makes it sound quieter. And I don't really think it actually changes the RPM, because this gun's like a pump shotgun. It wouldn't make any sense if it did. But if it does actually change the RPM, maybe muzzle booster, maybe. That might work as well. But you never know. It probably doesn't change the RPM. It wouldn't make any sense if it did. For other, just any laser, green laser, blue laser, any laser works. And finally, for ammo, there's actually a few options, because slugs, I don't think that they're that good in this case. But birdshot might work really well, because you have more pellets. And honestly, this gun isn't really designed for LRC anyway, so it's just like a close range shoot them in the face and they'll probably die with birdshot. But I do recommend extended tube because, yeah, you can't use like flechette. Flechette might also be a good option, but I feel like extended tube is probably the best. Overall, while this is probably the best shotgun secondary, it's not really the best secondary in general. I think that there are just better secondaries in the game, such as the M45A1, the Tech 9, the SFG50. It's just, yeah, you could use this gun, but when there's so many other secondaries that you can use and probably get more out of, I don't feel like this is really the best one. Yes, it can one-shot, and it does one-shot pretty often, to be completely honest with you. It does do very good damage in CQC. It's just meh. You know, it could be better, but I think where it is right now, it's a very balanced gun, and if you do want a secondary shotgun, this is a good one. Another one would probably be the 1858 with snake shot. I want to make a video on that one because that one's super fun to use. But yeah, overall, I think I'm going to give this gun a 7 out of 10, and it does what it does very, very well. Like, it's all you could really expect or hope for from a secondary shotgun. It's just not amazing. And there are just other guns that are just better, I feel. Like, you don't really need a secondary shotgun, to be completely honest. It just doesn't feel like it's really necessary. But hey, if you want a secondary shotgun and you want a low rank gun, because this isn't too big of a deal to get unlock, I think it's below like rank 30 or something, maybe below rank 40. It's a good gun. It's a good gun to use as a secondary, and it just overall just kind of pops off, to be completely honest. Even with the normal ammo, it does fine. But with the extended tube, this thing pops off even harder. So I do recommend you buy the extended tube and just keep using it. And if you don't like it, meh, it's fine. It's not really an amazing gun, but it just does what it does. I mean, that's all I can really say about it. It just does what it does, and it's exactly what you would expect from a secondary shotgun. It's not super broken or anything, and I like it. So good job, Stylus, for this gun. It's good. Anyways, that's going to do it for the video. Sorry for yesterday's video. That was a little bit of a weird one because I didn't really want to finish this video. I'm kind of in a bit of a creative slump, to be completely honest with you. Like, Phantom Forces, it's still a decent game. It's just making these videos is just, oh, it's a pain right now. And I really, really want to get my mic arm. I don't know if I'm going to get it for certain. And if I don't get it, YouTube is basically done for me, boys, because this is getting so boring. But if I do get a mic arm, expect some banger content hopefully coming soon, but if not, expect no content maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens because I have no idea what the future of this channel is going to be now. Like I said in my 100 sub video, I was just like, I have no idea. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're enjoying some of the videos that are coming out, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.